My name is Lydia, I'm 23, and this is my experience with hugging meditations. I went into it not fully knowing what would I feel, but what unfolded was a deep emotional release and a new understanding of what it means to feel safe in someone's arms. It came like a wave I didn't expect. First, there was silence, and then I felt sadness. Not sadness from that moment, but from years of not being held like this. It felt as if my body suddenly remembered something it had been missing my whole life. Alongside the sadness, there was also peace, as if two opposite things finally met. The pain of absence and the relief that for this moment the absence was gone. It was the first time in a long time that I didn't feel like I had to hold myself together all alone. My nervous system finally understood. You're safe right now, you don't have to do anything. What stayed with me most is the realization that touch can heal parts of us that words never reached. That being held without conditions can bring up old pain, but also begin to release it. And that the sadness I felt wasn't a sign that something was wrong. It was a sign that something inside me finally felt safe enough to let go. The first place I noticed anything was my chest, heavy, full of memories I'd never let out. My throat tightened like there was a silent cry building inside. But the longer the hug lasted, the more something began to soften. My breath deepened, my shoulders dropped, and my heart slowed down. Then came a strange heaviness, not anxious, but grounding, like finally leaning back after years of standing on your toes. The moment I realized someone was holding me without wanting anything from me stood out the most. No performance, no explanations, no need to be kind or strong. And in that quiet, I felt the echo of all the times I had been alone without even knowing it. Receiving without needing to give back was unfamiliar. My body is used to love being in exchange. Something you deserve by being good, helpful, easy. And suddenly, I was just there, and that felt freeing, as if someone had quietly given me permission to exist without conditions. After the hugging meditation, my nervous system wasn't on alert. There was no constant need to manage, watch, or control. I felt tired, but in a healing way, like my body had finally allowed itself to rest. What stays with me from this experience is a memory stored in my body, a feeling I can return to. That closeness doesn't have to hurt, that being held is not a weakness, that my body longs for tenderness more than I ever allowed myself to admit. If I had to explain it to someone I love, I'd say, for a moment I stopped protecting myself and nothing bad happened. Instead, someone held me. I could be fragile and still be worthy of being held. By the second meditation, I was already feeling more at ease right from the start. The first time, there was still a part of me watching, guarding, unsure if it was truly safe to let go. But the second time, that part wasn't as loud. I was able to soften sooner, my breathing settled faster, and I didn't feel the same inner resistance to being held. The emotions were still there, just not as frightening to experience. It felt like my body was slowly learning that this is a safe place to open.